Welcome everyone, and in today's video we're going to talk about the 8 marketing strategies that are going to make you win in 2023. So let's get into it. Before starting into the marketing strategies, I just want to clarify some things. What exactly is marketing strategies and the 3 caveats that you need to take into consideration. First of all, what is a marketing strategy? A marketing strategy is a long-term plan with a quantifiable goal and actionable steps toward raising awareness of a brand or product in the marketplace and securing a competitive edge by appealing to consumers. Okay, so let's go to the 3 caveats that you need to know before jumping into the specific marketing strategies. And the first one is target market demographics. And this one is super important because you need to know who your clients are, you need to know who your potential customers are. The more information that you have for them, the better and easier for you to target. You don't want to be focused on selling to everyone because that's a super big net. And in order for you to stand out in the market and to actually spend specific amounts of money or energy or time, there's going to be so much things that you need to do so. So first start with a niche, identify your target market. The more information that you have for your potential clients, the better. Where they're hanging, age, sex, demographics, cultural backgrounds, what they do in the free time, where they're hanging, what they're watching. So think about that before jumping into the strategies. So the second caveat that you need to consider before delving into the marketing strategy are the pricing of your product and also the budget that you have for spending in terms of ads. The pricing of your product needs to be competitive. You need to attract the right clients, the potential clients that you want to target. Of course, you need to have the profit margin that actually allows you to sustain the business and move forward, to actually allocate some of that profit towards the marketing budget. So you need to get in front of more faces. You need to know where your marketing budget is. You need to know how your pricing structure is set up. You need to know where your profit margin is, who your clients are, as in the previous caveat. All those things are important for you to navigate the market and to figure out how much money you have for each potential client. The best thing you can do is to determine the CAC, for the customer acquisition cost. And that way you can so much easier target and navigate the marketing and the strategy and everything that you do that we're going to touch on in the strategy department after. And the final thing is the long-term goals that you have for your business. Everything needs to be aligned in what you're doing in terms of marketing, in terms of strategies, on where you're trying to heading into the future. So the best way to do so is start at the end, see what you're trying to achieve, see how many clients, in which countries. The more information that you have for the endpoint that you have, the easier it is to start from the future and navigate backwards on what you need to do now. That works for the business, that works for sales, that works for marketing. Just keep that in mind when you're going towards your marketing strategies, and everything's going to be great. The first marketing strategy is SEO. And SEO is search engine optimization. This is pretty straightforward. Everyone has used YouTube, Amazon, or Google to search something, to search for a product, to search for a video. Everybody knows how this works to an extent, but also it's a whole different scene in terms of the marketing they need to do in order for you to rank higher on YouTube or Amazon or on Google. I would say a lot of the work needs to be done once you create an article, once you start doing this research in order to find out what keywords are available and are reasonable for you to go for in your marketing campaigns, in your SEO efforts, either through organic SEO or through paid. Something that I need to touch upon is it's going to be so much easier for you based on my experience in Amazon and Google and pretty much everywhere. The longer the form of the keyword. So for example, if you are into selling books, if you try to rank for books in Amazon or Google, it's going to be so much harder for you to rank on books than to rank for specific psychology book with a specific author. So like the longer form of the keyword, the easier and the smaller, of course, the target audience is going to be. But that's not something that you need to worry about. So the more you focus on the long tail keywords, the better you're going to rank for the specific keyword that you have in mind. So for example, if you rank for long tail keywords that are around books, the better you're actually going to grow into the book as well without having to spend so much effort on the specific ranking for books. So keep that as a caveat. That's my best suggestion in terms of where to start. This is pretty much relating to the target audience. So if you niche down at the beginning, you can always grow afterwards. So try to be focused on a specific niche. And the more details that you have for your long tail keywords, the better you're going to be to rank them. The easier it is going to be for you to rank as well, just because less people are fighting for that specific keyword. And then everything is going to be so much smoother. Just keep that in mind and stay focused on the long-term growth. And number two in the marketing strategy is influencer marketing. Everybody is super familiar with influencer marketing. You see all those influencers that are in the specific niches. They're doing videos, they're doing posts on Instagram, Facebook. But something that you need to keep as caveat is, even though a specific influencer seems big to you, just try to get as much as possible information about what they're doing in terms of engagement for specific posts, in terms of click-through links based on the specific links. For example, if they're promoting something, try to get as much information from them. Just don't go for the name and just see the metrics that everyone can see on Instagram, because everything that you see can be rigged to an extent. So some things might be fake and some things might be just for show off, and he or she might show only the best conversion rates and everything like that. Try to get as much information and just make a calculated decision on what you're trying to achieve. And of course, the best way is try to get as much data from all the different things and strategies that I've said right now. Put them into a spreadsheet and try to navigate what is the best conversion, what is the best cost, and try to test out. I mean, everything that you see and do in marketing is through trial and error. Everything is going through the scientific method. Just have a hypothesis, test it out, test out different mediums, test out different strategies, and see what actually works for you the best. And number three is PR and affiliate marketing. PR is a bit of an old-fashioned medium that is used for bigger corporations that they want to see themselves into the papers, to be broadcasted to the world through old-fashioned media. But something that you can do through the PR is you can have affiliate links either towards your own products or to somebody else's products. So you can actually promote something that you're doing. You can promote your company and have affiliate links to products that are around the niche that you're trying to start. So keep that in mind. That's something that is actually valuable. So you can track different things. You can put out bit.ly links into the specific affiliate links onto the PR in the press releases. Use it as best as you can. Try to navigate the press release scene. There are so many different lists and emails that you can send your press releases to. So for example, from specific media sources and specific niches. Do your research. See if it actually works for you to have affiliate links into the press releases that you share. Just test out this strategy for your own business. See if it works. For some businesses, it might not be relevant at all. But for some, it might actually achieve great results. So test everything, like I say. Number four is email marketing. And email marketing is something that is a little bit old-fashioned. Everyone is being bombarded by emails, but it's something that actually works. I think it started since, I don't know, the middle of the 1990s. But email marketing is something that is helping you differentiate yourself and not rely on specific social media websites. The best thing you can do is to start some form of having a list. So start gathering an audience around the product that you have, either through some type of newsletter, through some sort of free product or free information product that is evolving around your company. And through email marketing, you can automate pretty much everything. So you can create all the sales steps in the buyer's journey. You can have specific email sequences, and when people do something, they can go in a different direction. Email marketing is something that you do it once, and then everything is pretty much set up. Of course, you can always try to add more stuff and to make it even more and more and more and more complex based on what niche you are, whether you're with the e-commerce or you're doing something in the startup scene, let's say. Try to use as much as you can the email list, because you're not relying on external sources, you're not relying on to using or paying for other mediums. Number five is social media marketing. Everybody's pretty familiar with social media marketing. Everyone's on social media, everyone's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat. I'm not sure if Snapchat is still alive or kicking. Social media marketing is where it's at. This is the place where people are hanging the most of the time. Like I said in the caveats before, keep in mind where your clients are hanging. Whether you're in B2B or B2C, do your research, see what social media websites are for the specific niche, And like I said in a previous video, if you're interested in that specific topic, if you're passionate about the topic in the company that you're starting or you're working with, you already know that. You know where you're hanging in your free time, you know where the businesses are hanging and the potential clients are hanging as well. So social media marketing, of course, is important. You can either go through the paid route or you can do content. You can create different content. Depends on whether you have the team, whether you have the time and the budget to start creating content to provide value to the clients. And this is something that is super valuable to actually do this inbound marketing method to gather people from the social media towards your business. So you're not focused that solely on the sales messages and how to convert people, but you're providing feedback and you're providing advice. And through the social media interactions, through the comments and the specific content that you're producing, you can actually guide potential client through the buyer's journey. Keep that in mind and try to figure out what are the steps in the buyer's journey for a specific client based on personas and everything like that. That's a little bit deeper than the topic of this video. And I just want to mention, if you're interested in any of these topics, please let me know in the comments and I'll delve in deeper into the specific topic in another video. So yeah, that's social media marketing. I can go into so much more details, but this is just an overview, and social media marketing is super popular. Everyone's on social media. Try to find out where your potential clients are. Try to find a niche or create a specific niche for your own business and start creating content if you're willing to go through the free route or through the paid route if you're willing to go through the trial and error process of creating advertising in the different stages of the buyer journey. Number 6 is video marketing. So this is something similar to what I'm doing right now. Everyone is a little bit more engaged in videos. Everyone's a little bit more engaged in the short-term content in terms of TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts. So keep that in mind. Try to focus, and people are actually more engaged when they see your face, when they see people talking, when it actually can feel who you are as a person. If you're a personal brand, if you're a specific company, you can showcase the founders, you can showcase the experts that are in the company, and everything needs to be organic. So the more pretty much you show yourself and the company that you work with, the more you show the culture and the values and the goals of the company, the more potential clients can actually relate to what you're saying and where you're heading in terms of the future. Video marketing is something that can be, of course, both organic through content and that can be paid through video ads. Use that as much as you can. Try to go and push yourself towards your limits and outside of your comfort zone. Do as much as you can and just test out, like I said previously, test out the results and test out what actually works for you in your niche, in your business, or actually converts potential clients into clients. Number 7 is virtual events. Depending on the company, you can actually provide content in a longer form. You can have events so people can register for events. You can use something like Eventbrite to gather emails that it can actually retarget later on and send information for the next event. And those people can actually go into the email list. So this is like a whole sphere of things that you can do and can actually be correlated to the buyer's journey. The best thing you can do for events is you can actually use them to start the brand awareness. So you can showcase the clients, you can showcase the advisors that you have, you can showcase your own expertise in a specific niche, and you can actually communicate with the people in the event, have questions, have a Q&A sessions, have a presentations on where you're heading. You can have presentation on the current status of your product line and everything like that. Use that as the best as you can in your own niche. Number 8 is personalization. This is the last strategy I have in mind in order for you to win in 2023. And personalization is something that can be used if you have the data from your clients and if you have the data that is available to you through the GDPR if in Europe or through the different enforcements in the specific countries around the world. As an example, we use Spotify, and Spotify every single year, they gather all the data that you have for yourself. So for example, you're gonna have your most played playlist for 2022, and then you're also gonna showcase who your top artists are, the songs that you listen to, the genres that you listen to, and they actually create this shareable moments. So you can showcase your favorite artists, you can showcase your favorite music and genres and songs and everything like that. And this is something that is super engaging because they actually provide more information with the data that they have for a specific user on their platform, and people feel that they're being recognized. So the more information that you have, especially for the buyer's journey, is valuable for you to decide on the steps and how you can use that data to make the journey a little bit more personalized. So each client is more and more expecting to be a little bit more targeted, a little bit more focused, because we've been bombarded by messages, and the point of relatability is getting super, super low. So if you actually get a message from a company that actually you see yourself in that message and you're being targeted in a much better way, they're just being retargeted, for example, from ads and from the previous websites that you've been, this is something that's actually gonna push you, and it's going to be easier for you to go to that website to make that purchase decision, because they actually analyze the data that they have, they analyzed the steps and the actions that you took on the website. So the more information that you have for your clients, the better you can integrate in that specific buyer's journey, in the funnel or the marketing sequence, the better. Just keep that in mind. This is just an overview. If any of the topics and the things that I've talked about are super interesting to you, let me know in the comments and I can create a separate video on that specific topic. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.